Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Michis Esport Diaries. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to a short update. I'm really trying to make this short, condensed and with full of information for you so it doesn't take too long. However, we're going to get started with the short past, looking in the short future and then maybe a little bit into the long-term future. As of right now, it is end of June, well, mid-end of June. And guys, it has been quite a time lately. There is a lot of things happening. The last update obviously was us getting a lovely dog who is right now, hopefully I can show it. Oh, look at him lying in the bed being a good boy. Anyway, it's not the topic about him today. We're talking about a couple of different things. Let's get going with the Virtual Endurance Championship. Season 17, I think, is over. We've just finished the 24 Hours of Le Mans 2 weeks ago with the rFactor guys. I have been a stand-in for their last race. I've been managing them for 7 races in total there. And guys, I really have to say a big kudos to them. They have won the championship absolutely in style with high consistency, always up there, winning races despite sometimes the car wasn't quite the fastest, but they've done a great strategy all around. And that made them always somehow cycle up to the top of the field at the end of the race. So really well done. Huge consistency, great driving, a great season, great performance, and I'm really happy to have contributed with a second place with my driving in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. However, speaking about rFactor II, this has been 99% our very last race on rFactor II, likely forever. The product is not dead, the product is still there, you can still buy it, we can still race it. But right now there aren't any leagues or aren't any interesting things to race on. I would love to be doing some F1 racing again with the Formula Pro car, maybe some IndyCar series. Touring car was also fun, but for the endurance world, I think this game is done because Le Mans Ultimate is just so much better in many aspects. And I think it is a moment to quickly view back what has happened ever since. rFactor 2 came out in, I think, 2011 or 2012 as a beta version. And I have been on that platform from the very get-go. I've done 11 seasons in Formula Sim Racing. I've done 5 seasons in the Virtual Endurance Championship, probably 6 or 7 even. What was the first one? 18 or 19. So yeah, either 6 or 7. I have had my personal moon landing in life also, because back in the day when I was a small kid, there was nothing more in my dreams than like doing sim racing and being like the big racing world, actually looking into the sim racing stuff and be like, yes, those guys are good. Yes, those guys know what racing is all about. To be in a position of awareness for them, that you're recognized as being like not a direct colleague, but some sort of similar enthusiast, right? And this dream became true roughly almost on the date. It's 5 days ago and 5 years ago that we had Le Mans Virtual Series. No, not Le Mans Virtual Series. It was just Le Mans Virtual 24 Hours. Or 24 Hours Le Mans Virtual. It's just so far gone. But it has been and will probably be at least one of, if not the most important and most valuable memory in my entire life so far. On that day, I've raced Jenson Button for position. I've been commented by the biggest of sports car commentators. I've raced with a team. We got into the top 10. We survived. There was so much work going on for a 24-hour race, more than ever for any other sim racing race that I've ever done. And it paid off so nicely. I remember back in the day, coming the last lap in, I was crying in tears. And it's still live to see on the channel. I was overwhelmed with emotions we've finished 15 24-hour races by that time already, but this one was so special, it just completely overwhelmed me. So with the end of rFactor II, a little bit of that legacy, or a little bit of that history becomes a legacy. It doesn't die, it's just in a different chapter, right? And these chapters, they keep coming and going, they keep changing, they keep getting longer, they keep getting ended, they keep getting rewritten. And I think, speaking of chapters, we now have Le Mans Ultimate, and this is where we're starting to look into the future. Le Mans Ultimate, the current update may still have some issues, but the guys are on it fixing it. The version 1.0 has been announced, and boy oh boy, looking back, how strong is Le Mans Ultimate growing? How great is Le Mans Ultimate in terms of racing, in terms of quality, netcode, technology, tire model? There is so much stuff happening in Le Mans Ultimate, and I'm really looking forward to see this growing in the future even further. Right, hang on a minute. Are you fine? The dog's just floated out of the bed and is now going into the I can cuckoo. Anyway, before he becomes the real star of the of the video, back to the topic. We're going to be on vacation next week, and next week is going to be special because we go with him and with my girlfriend, obviously, and we're going to go to Denmark. And for those of you that have been following me for over a year, you may be like, what did he do in Denmark last year? Yes, exactly. I'm going to once again drive a 24-hour karting race together with Papa Jesper and Alex Siebel. This is going to be mental, it's going to be physical, it's going to be great, and it's going to be hopefully good fun. So I'm trying to do some vlogging of it, I'm trying to do some reporting of it. I will get my gimbal out, do photos, do videos, hopefully a little bit more of talking. Hopefully I'm also able to get you a little bit into the picture what's happening during the race. Maybe have a little bit of live timing and a good live stream where we guys can just hang out. You guys can put down questions and stuff. Happy trying to do that. Reason why I say hopefully and trying to do that. Off! Come here. He's starting to go at the plants, so I had to quickly shout at him. Good boy, yes, good boy. I'm not sure if he is able to come to me right now because he seems pretty awake, but I'm just going to try it. Because, only a controlled dog is a dog that doesn't do any drama, right? So here we go. Having the dog on the cheek again, trying to have a little bit of more updates. So yeah, I'm trying, why I'm saying trying to do and hopefully being able to do. The karting track Viborg is located in a valley, actually in the bottom of a valley. And last year I remember connectivity to the mobile network has been pretty bad. And for that reason I can't really promise it. Maybe I have to do recordings and do some vlog afterwards, and we do a little bit of a watch party of stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to give you guys the content that you obviously want and the content that you deserve. For those of you that want to have a little bit of dog content, yes, he is he's in an arousal, but he's doing a good job. So there was one more thing. Yes, this weekend, guys, we're going to be on F1 25 this weekend. F1 25, not the most popular game for us and for you guys, but we are going to take part in a race series for good cause. We're going to race 21 50% races across 24 hours for the good cause of mental health. We're going to collect some donations for that again. I know there's a lot of good causes in the world why one would do donations and why one would collect donations. This time we're going to be out for mental health because it is very important. Been there with mental struggles, so I know it is insane when your brain is really stronger than you think it is. A lot of things go the wrong way, and getting out of it and trying to fix it is sometimes really, really tough. So it is certainly a good cause. I'm going to be looking forwards to race this. You guys going to see my personal POV, of course, from the streams. We're going to race Imola, Zandvoort and Suzuka, and Imola is going to be, I think, 10 p.m. on Saturday. Then the Netherlands right after that on 11 p.m. on Saturday, and on 8:30 a.m. on Sunday you guys going to get a breakfast stream. We're going to be at Suzuka, and then in the end I think it's 20 teams, each team putting one driver in a car. We're going to be in the Mercedes, which is making me absolutely furious in a good way, because I'm looking forward to race this, and then we're gonna enjoy it and have some fun. Right. And then last but not least, this weekend would have also been the VMS Pro Series. However, that race has been cancelled because Le Mans Ultimate currently not being in a perfect state to race. So I appreciate them taking the action here, postponing the race. Gonna keep you updated as soon as the other event to finally do that race is coming up. And then, and I think I really need to take care of this guy now. We're gonna take it from there and see what else is coming up the horizon. Guys, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. As usual, if you love this, give this a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and come back for more, well, live streams, news, tutorials that you're gonna see some of them next week as well. And till then, guys, have a good time. See you. Bye bye.